Vidyavardhaka Sangha's Veershaiva College presents online demo classes of the practicals. Myself, Dr. G. Rajshekhar from the Department of Physics, Associate Professor in the Department of Physics. Today, I am going to give a demonstration about the op-amp practicals. That is, first practical in this is determination of the operational amplifier parameters. So before I actually go to the experimental aspect, I will very briefly give a small introduction about the 741 IC, op-amp 741 IC. So here it has 8 pins, 4 on either sides. So the first pin is for offset null, second pin is for the inverting input, third pin is for the non-inverting input, fourth is for minus VCC, fifth is for once again offset null, sixth is for the output, 7 is for plus VCC, and pin number 8 is not connected. Op-amp needs dual power supplies, that is plus or minus. With respect to ground, op-amps need plus voltages, and with respect to ground, op-amp also requires minus voltages. So they need power supplies plus or minus, and they are designed to operate between the voltages plus or minus 5 to plus or minus 18 volts. So operational amplifiers are very versatile. Initially, they were designed to operate. They were mainly used for the purpose of performing mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Therefore, they were called as operational amplifiers. But nowadays, operational amplifiers have become so versatile. They are used for almost all the applications in electronics and communication. So therefore, our study of operational amplifier is very important. Today, I am going to demonstrate the experiment regarding the determination of the operational amplifier parameters. Here we have two important parameters we are going to study in this practicals. This is first one is the input offset voltage, and the second is CMRR. So first, input offset voltage. How to go about this, study this input offset? Here I have the circuit diagram. Here I have the circuit diagram for the input offset voltage. Here this is pin number 2. This is called as the inverting input. This is pin number 3. This is called as the non-inverting input. This is pin number 6, from which we take the output. Here pin number 3 is directly grounded, that is non-inverting terminal is grounded, whereas the inverting terminal, to the inverting terminal I am connecting resistor Ri, and the other end of Ri is grounded. And here from pin number 2 and 6 a feedback resistor Rf is connected of the value 100 kilo ohms. Here I am going to vary this Ri in steps of 100 ohms, that is 0.1k, 0.2k, 0.3k, like that, and hence we will determine the output offset voltage. Input offset voltage. Here this is the tabular column. This is the tabular column for studying the input offset voltage. Here I am going to vary the input resistance in steps of 100 ohms, 0.1k, 0.2k, like this, and then I am going to find out the corresponding output voltage for all of these, and then I will determine the input offset voltage using this formula. V naught is equal to Ri divided by Ri plus Rf, Ri plus Rf. So this is the formula for finding the input offset voltage. So now coming to these connections, here I am using these two power supplies to form a dual power supply. Here the positive of one I have connected to the negative of the other, and this acts as a ground. This is I have connected to pin number 3 here. Pin number 3 is grounded. Pin number 3 is grounded. 3 is grounded, and these are all grounded to the common point. And the positive of this supply I am connected to pin number 7, and the negative of this supply I am connecting to pin number 4. So this forms the connections for the op-amp, operational amplifier. We are going to use now, we are going to study the input offset voltage. Here we see that I removed 100 ohms here, 100 ohms I removed, and you see the output voltage. Output voltage is very small. Output voltage is very small. The output voltage is small, of the order of 0.173, that is minus 0.173, like this. This is for 100 ohms. For 100 ohms, this is the output voltage. This is, it's of the order of 0.173, 0.173 output voltage. Output voltage is 0.173 volts, and VOS, that is input offset voltage, is equal to, this is V naught divided Ri divided by Ri plus Rf. So this is 0.173 into 0.1 divided by 100.1. All are in kilo ohms, so they get cancelled. So we have this. So it will be approximately 0.173 into 10 to the power minus 3 volts. So this is the input offset voltage. You see that it is very small, of the order of millivolts, the 0.173 millivolt. And this, we are going to repeat this for different resistors. I had removed earlier 100 ohms, now 200 ohms I am going to, that is 0.2 K. You see the reduction in the output voltage. Output voltage has reduced. So accordingly, the input offset, the output offset voltage will be reduced. Offset voltage is also reduced. This is 0.3 K, 0.3 K and 0.4 K, 0.3 K and 0.4 K. I am going to study the output offset. This is for 0.4 K, that is 400 ohms. After taking the output, I am going to multiply, I am going to use this formula, and then I will get the output, input offset voltage, that is output voltage into this Ri divided by Ri plus Rf, where Rf is called as the feedback resistor and Ri is the input resistance. And we have this, we have in our regular experiments, they have got the output voltages like this, and on multiplication with this, we have the factor of 10 to the power minus 3, that is, it is approximately 1 divided by 1000 we get. So 10 to the power minus 3. So this is the input offset voltage that we have studied. So we can take the average of this also, and then we get the input offset voltage. We see that it is very small, 0.7 into 10 to the power minus 3, okay, or 0.7 millivolts. 0.7 millivolts we get. This is the input offset voltage.